everyone. The Nintendo 3DS is going to be experiencing some very interesting movement this specific month. I think the eShop is closing down. So I wanted to give the 3DS another look throughout its browser and just basically browse through the whole entire 3DS menu and see how it kind of looks up. The last one of the last times we'll probably end up taking a look at it on almost its original form. Now the way the menu looks looked pretty good. I mean, you had the top screen that basically indicate exactly what's going on from what the bottom screen was. I don't know what I just clicked. Hopefully I can get out of it. Now the funny thing is that if I go and hop out of here, now the funny thing is this is actually a modded 3DS. I totally forgot I had modded it, so it may look a little bit different than your standard 3DS, but essentially within this specific device, at the very top, we had a few different buttons, and they were almost like quick toggles. One of my favorite ones though was basically the internet browser, so you could quickly go through and tap on the browser if you wanted to, which was right there, and you had the ability of going and accessing your internet browser, which was really cool. Now we could also not only scroll through like this, but we also had the ability of using these buttons right here. Now this one, I don't really even remember what this one was. If I go and swipe to the next one, we had the 3DS camera, which is pretty cool. You had Nintendo 3DS sound, which is also very awesome. You had the next one, which was Mii Maker. So you did have the ability of making Miis on your 3DS, if you all remember what Miis were. You had Street Pass under Mii Plaza, which is nice. Now we had the Nintendo eShop. Now I want to go on the eShop one more time. Now, 3 years ago, I think I made the same video about the DSIs because the DSI's eShop was also shutting down. So in this case, we have our standard eShop right here. Now, like I said, this is going to be closed out very soon. And I don't even know if I have any internet, to be honest. So it's probably not even going to work out that well. So in this case, it might be one of the last times we can even access it. Hopping back home, you can see that we had the ability of closing out of our software in the background right there, which was a nice little touch. It gave this a much more, I would say, nicer experience overall from the DSi because we had the ability of going back home even if we were in the middle of an application. Now we had AR games, which was kind of weird. We had this one, which is kind of freaky. Activity log, which is cool. Nintendo Zone. We still had DS Download Play on this thing, which was really cool. And we had our system settings, which I think we all kind of know what the system settings do, but that was another cool thing. Now, I will say we did kind of have some things. Like I said, this was a modded 3DS, so some of these things may not be on your standard 3DS, but this was, I mean, I remember modding this thing and it was so much fun. I had such a blast playing these games on this console with all these different types of things that you were able to go ahead and basically theme up and mess with your console. It was a lot of fun. And I remember, I mean, I deleted so much stuff of this DS probably in the last few years, but I remember modding this thing and it was so much fun. Now that was that for this specific, side. Now, like I said, at the top, you had a few different things too. So if you wanted to go ahead and click on this pencil icon, you had game notes. So if you wanted to take some notes really quickly, you could go and do it there. You had this, friend list. So if you had other friends or whatever, you can go and do it from there. You had notifications right there, which was pretty cool to have. Like I said before, you had your internet browser. At the very end, I know I don't have my stylus. Maybe I do. Do I have my stylus? I guess I don't. And at the very end, you had Miiverse. So you had some pretty cool stuff here. I look back at this console and I'm very happy with the way, this console has been approached. And looking forward, I mean, like I said, it's always sad whenever things get kind of discontinued, especially from Nintendo, to be honest, because we're very rarely ever going to get those things back. But I will say for the most part, the 3DS is a legendary console, and I'm definitely going to miss this thing for sure. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. The like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.